Today, I want to talk about the beef between Katt Williams and Steve Harvey. Now, when I did a little research and did a little digging, the one man that said that he knows what happened was an amazing comedian. His name is Don D.C. Curry.
Man. So Katt told me that what all that was about was he was in a mall with his sons, ran up on Steve, and his sons recognized Steve from television. So they were excited, asked Steve for an autograph. And Steve basically told him, according to Katt now, get the hell out of here.
Was Katt famous at the time?
Katt wasn't famous at the time. So his son said, Katt Williams, this is what Katt said. His son said, Katt was my daddy, and supposedly now, there's just one side story.
Sure, we're going with the Katt story.
Steve said, who the fuck is Katt? And so Katt told his sons, don't worry about it, come on. Fast forward down the road 7 or 8 years.
Wow, people don't forget.
And Katt never forgot.
Now, this beef didn't start out as beef. Katt Williams did a BET Awards show where he did 7 minutes of amazing comedy. And he actually had Steve Harvey introduce him.
Please welcome one of the hottest young comedians in the country today. I'm telling you, he got my stamp. This cat is hot. Please put your hands together for Katt Williams.
Funny thing about this stand-up is not only that it's funny, it's absolutely incredible, but the people that he talked about on Club Shay Shay was in the crowd, just laughing and giggling it up. Kevin Hart, Martin Lawrence, Earthquake.
I don't want weed, I mean regular weed. I don't want nothing with a nickname, not Thriller, Killer, Salmonella, none of that. Because, so everything is fine, but about 4 3/4 minutes, I start noticing that I am higher than I have ever been my entire life. I don't mean cool high, I'm talking about scary high. And I be having a ball over Martin's house, forgetting that I got to leave Martin's house and go back to my house. Now I'm at my house all ungrateful, just I can't even sleep here, I can't. Where I'm gonna watch a movie on the TV, bitch? They done messed up the whole gas station experience. Used to be, if you had $10, $15, you could go to the gas station with confidence, because you knew you was either gonna be full or damn near full. If you had a 20, you ain't even talk to the person at the counter. You just 20 on 11, bitch.
Now let's take it back to December of 2008. In Detroit, there was going to be a huge comedy show. And who was on that ticket? No other than Steve Harvey and Katt Williams. Now, mind you, they were still going at it, still having beef. But I don't think the world understood what was really going on. But what the world did understand, that Katt Williams wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Steve Harvey for the king of comedy. And just like all hip hop, is always a great rap beef. You just never see it in comedy. Katt Williams was about to change that.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to you. Because you didn't have to accept this. You could have just said, no, I'm not going to do it. You have been the king of comedy as long as we've had one. Matter of fact, the whole phrase, king of comedy, can be attributed to you. And I am honored that you would allow me to share the same stage as you. And I don't know why people made this a championship bout. And I don't know why you was okay with that. I want to apologize for what's going to happen.
Who is this nigga?
But the second that you get on stage, the second that you get off stage, I need you to understand that that's your final time as the king of comedy.
What the fuck?
Water seeks its own level. You can't stop it, playboy. It is what it is. So I hope you're ready. I hope you got a team of writers. You're going to need about 6 or 7 of them.
Wow.
They're going to need a couple cups of coffee. They're probably going to need some illegalities. But the one thing that's not going to happen, you're not going to beat me. It's not possible. The only thing you could do is forfeit. And I know you must have been happy when it looked like Katt Williams wasn't going to show up. But anytime you count me out, you miscounted. I think you understand that. I want you to tell your people. I want you to put it on your radio station. I want you to let them know that this is a fight you can't win. And that they shouldn't expect it. And maybe you'll get on stage and maybe you'll tell people this is not a championship bout at all. Maybe you can pretend like this is just you handing off the crown to me. And then we can do it civilized. But I remember when you didn't even know who Katt Williams was. And you was on your radio station asking people, who is Katt Williams? It wasn't until you found out that you couldn't really handle me that you decided to be friendly with me. But as soon as you got the opportunity to think I was weak, oh, you got a little bass in your voice. Well, let me explain something to you. You can bring the nation. You can bring Rashawn McDonald. You can bring everybody who listens to your radio show. They gonna see the truth. And its name is Katt Williams.
And on December 19th, 2008, Steve Harvey decided to call into the Foxhole, Jamie Foxx's radio station, and give his response to Katt Williams.
That back in L.A. when I didn't know who he was, I mean, I understand that I didn't know who he was when I was on the radio in L.A. He hadn't been in any movies or anything. And, the brother was just not that known, but he was talking about me in the clubs. And I just asked on the radio, whoever Katt Williams is, to call me. He called me. He straightened it out. We became friends. We've been cool ever since. So I thought.
Is he in trouble, Steve? Is he in trouble?
I'm not saying he's in trouble, but I'm saying this right here, Jamie. My granddaddy taught me this right here. A dog don't bark at parked cars.
Hey, Steve.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him finish. Let him finish. Go, Steve. Go now.
A dog don't bark at parked cars. A dog only bark at a car that's moving and going somewhere.
Wow. Shit. Wow. That's an analogy for you right there. That's an analogy for you.
I have another one for you.
Yes. Please do.
It is a common thing for a dog to bark up at the moon. But if the moon barks back at the dog becomes famous.
Wow. God. Wow. So you are the moon.
Wow.
God. Damn. Not a lot of white people know Katt Williams, right?
Hey, brother, look, man.
The people at the mental institution.
And the drug dealers.
This is crazy.
And methadone clinic.
Now, regardless of the back and forth, the show must go on. And it did. On that New Year's Eve, Steve started. He did a little bit over an hour of a show. But then it was followed by Katt Williams. And let me tell you, Katt Williams finished it.
Please give it up for Steve Harvey one time. Give it up for Steve Harvey. He's an excellent comedian. One of the finest we've ever had. But he don't want no parts of this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is some other shit. I don't know why he came out here with all this money y'all spent on them motherfucking tickets and talked about a lady in the audience for 15 goddamn minutes. That nigga should have talked about me the way I've been to talk about his bitch man. I'm the wrong nigga to fucking win to a championship, my nigga. You did. You see that nigga had to take off that lace front high top fade before he came out here to battle me, goddamn. I plays no motherfucking game, Steve. I'm a little nigga, I fight dirty. You did, baby. What the fuck is he thinking about? He trying to copy off me and bring that ugly ass, sparkly ass tie out with a regular black suit like he was going to a funeral. Yours, nigga, yours. I don't even think I give a fuck. I give less than a fuck. Whatever less than a fuck is. You the one came
if a bitch lick you on the left nipple, you buy that bitch a car. If that ain't the trickiest shit I ever heard. Bitch, you can suck my dick with the Holy Spirit in your mouth. I ain't buying you a goddamn car. I ain't even gonna give you a ride. Looked at me and said, I don't like him. I said, I don't like him either. Let's fast forward it to when this disrespectful nigga did something called the original Kings of Comedy. Oh. As if Richard Pryor didn't live and walk this very same earth. You gonna be the original King of Comedy, nigga. Did it start with you, you disrespectful son of a bitch? Not Richard Pryor, not Bill Cosby, Steve Harvey is the original King of Comedy. You's a goddamn liar. How you original and you ain't the first one? Then the nigga told a lie that he didn't know nothing about this. And if you listen to his show, you know that nigga's a liar straight up and down. He waited until I said this was gonna be my last show after 18 years. He waited for that and saw that as a moment of weakness and decided he was gonna make it a championship. But then the nigga couldn't sell out the tickets necessary. Damn. Do you think that nigga wanted to be here with me this evening?
Now, there's more to this beef. Because now, not only are we talking about maybe ego, but now we're talking about joke stealing. And any comic would tell you that that is the one thing that is not tolerated, is someone stealing jokes. And Steve Harvey was accused not only by one, but two at this moment of stealing a joke. One was the amazing Mark Corey, who I absolutely love from hanging with Mr. Cooper. Oh, he had beef, definitely, with Steve Harvey.
Thank you. Well, so what's up with you and Steve, man? Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that.
On what show?
When he was on the bullshit talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching. Somebody called me and said, "Man, homeboy doing your material." So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. And this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you don't have to do that, homeboy. Yeah. Right. So, motherfucker, you made enough money, bitch ass. Wow. You made enough money, you did enough. What we are? I don't know. She didn't tell her. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know. You've heard me say that every Halloween, I had the same outfit on, every year. I just had a brown box. No, it wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. It was just a brown box. And he just told me to tell everybody I was a UPS man. And the second joke that was stolen, allegedly, it was from no other person but Katt Williams.
Experience. Used to be, if you had $10, $15, you could go to the gas station with confidence because you knew you was either going to be full or damn near full. If you had a 20, you ain't even talk to the person at the counter. You just 20 on 11, bitch. They done messed up the whole gas station experience. Used to be, if you put $15 in your tank, you had time to bond with your vehicle. You had time to put the nozzle in and set the clicker and look through your car and clean off the dashboard and look through your CDs and run in the store and get some Pringles and a Snapper and it'll still be pumping. Now if you put $15 in, you can't even turn around good for that son of a bitch click. As soon as you put it in, just click, click. There ain't no damn gas in that car. Gas $4 a gallon. Can't even pump gas like you used to no more. $4 a gallon? You remember when you used to go to pump and put the nozzle in there and hit it? Be sitting there talking, be on your phone, hey, what's happening? Be walking around, cleaning the windshield.
Speaking of gay, hey, girl, what's happening? What you doing? Hey, you. Hey, dog, hey, you go in there, bring me a wine cooler. Bring me a cooler, dog. Not no more. Ain't nothing going on at that pump except you and that pump. Your ass is looking at that pump. Give me some. Give me some. 4401. God! Put $60 in your tank. You get in there and start it up, and you can't believe that.
Now listen, I can just say that for me, it does sound eerily familiar. Steve, in the interview with Katt Williams and Shannon Sharpe, Katt Williams also proclaimed that he is the one single-handedly, because of the particular night that happened in Detroit on New Year's Eve, that he is the one that ended Steve Harvey's stand-up career.
He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story.
According to Steve Harvey, he said that he decided to stop stand-up because of sponsorships. He had a whole lot of shows that he was doing, and he understood what cancel culture is. And so that's the reason why he decided to retire.
Game show. I knew that if I remained a stand-up, that I was going to lose my career. Because when you're in television and radio, you're in sponsorships. And I know as a stand-up, I'm going to say something that's going to offend somebody. And then once one sponsor pulls, all of the sponsors pull. So I had to give up stand-up to build the TV empire. Because if I stay in stand-up, I'm going to lose the TV and radio deals because, I'm going to offend somebody. Because stand-up is not, stand-up has become so politically correct, everybody's offended now. Everybody, and we're in a cancel culture society now. And so I knew that if I stayed in the stand-up, I was going to lose the talk show. I was going to lose Family Feud, Celebrity Family Feud, Little Big Shots. I would lose Showtime at the Apollo. I would use Thunderdome. I was going to lose, I had 2 more shows. I was working entirely too much. So that was the decision to retire from stand-up.
I do know that Steve Harvey ended his last show as far as ending his stand-up career in 2012. To be honest, there might be more truth into Steve Harvey than Katt Williams, because in 2010 is when he became the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and also Family Feud. And in 2012, the year that he stopped doing comedy as far as stand-up, is when he also got the Steve Harvey Show, his own syndicated show. So I don't know. Might be leaning towards Steve Harvey on this one, but you guys let me know in the comments who's right and who's wrong. Now, as of this date of recording, Steve Harvey has not said anything. He has not made a response to Katt Williams about the allegations, nor of the interview. And I don't know necessarily if he should. Sometimes you just got to take a L and keep it pushing. But what I do know is that this beef has not ended. And there's still some unsettling things that I feel like Katt Williams still has with Mr. Steve Harvey. And I hope that these two men in the future will be able to sit down and talk amongst themselves privately and hash it out. I might not be the biggest Steve Harvey fan in the world. His comedy is not necessarily mine, but I can't front. I do like Family Feud. Let me know what you guys think.